everybody. Been a while. Figured I had some time today, so I would pop up, talk for a little bit since I haven't been live in a while. I'm really busy around here trying to get some things done, get some things set up. And doing a lot of research, trying to get ready to set up a business. A lot more to it than I thought there would be, but I'm making some major headway. I'll be working on it off and on for a while. And I don't know where everybody is. But I'll just sit here and talk until then. Well, hey, Leon. Hi, George. I figured I'd do something unusual and go live in the afternoon. How are you doing? Hi, Sarah, honey. How are you, Sarah? I haven't been on much. Been sleeping a whole lot, researching and sleeping. Pretty much what I do nowadays. Oh. Weather treating you right there? It's hotter than blue blazes here. Trying to stay indoors. You want that?
It's 99, feels 110.
Yeah, it's 99 degrees here right now, but has a heat index of 110. Hang on a second, I'll fill my coffee cup back up. As I was saying, I've been doing a lot of research, trying to get a business started, find out everything I got to do it. There's no blueprint for it. You just got to do a lot of research. And I have spent many hours doing it already. And basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to get into the liquidation resale. So I'm having to find where I can buy pallets and gaylords and products from companies and all of that. And that's what I've been doing. And finding out how to start my e-commerce stores and all of that good garbage. But I'm thinking about making a channel that is nothing but for that. Here, I'm going to drop the link in case y'all want to come up. Yeah. Gotta hang on a second. I hadn't done this in so long. My brain's going a little wonky. I am actually doing pretty good. I've been pretty tired, but I'm doing it so we don't have to try to find out how to get a job around here in this little small town. This is something I can do from home. I can get all this stuff coming in, and then I can eventually take it and then go.
Hey, y'all, what's
Hi,
going
George.
on? I should say hi again,
Not
there, girl.
good. Yeah, I know. We've been talking on the phone for an hour.
2 hours, 55 minutes. Almost 3 hours.
Wow,
girl.
really? How
Yeah.
time flies when you're having fun.
Uh huh. And you had me laughing like crazy though.
Well, Leon, that's what I'm doing. I'm taking kind of a break away from StreamYard,
And yeah.
but I will still come back from time to time and do what I need to do. Uh, but mainly, I'm focusing on my life and starting this business, which is going to help a lot of people, including old Georgie Porgy up here.
I didn't do nothing. I'm innocent.
Yeah, you innocent, and I'm the
Yeah,
Easter
well,
Bunny.
that's the old horns of mine. Shit, they're gonna get me in trouble. Yeah, damn things.
Yeah, you crack me up, George. So I'm basically going to make another channel where it's going to be nothing but this business that I'm going to be into. And what I'm going to do is I'm not going to be like all these other channels that don't even tell you how to do it. And I'm going to tell you where I'm at, what it goes along with. I will I will give descriptions on
uh-uh.
the website,
I'm never a bad boy.
what they
I got right
offer,
to the core. That's all.
this, that, and the other. Basically, what's required. If they'll sell it to the general public without a business license or a tax license, that kind of stuff, or an e-commerce store. I'm finding all of this stuff out, and I'm going to put this information out. So if somebody else wants to go into it, they know what they're in for and what they've got to do. And yeah, I mean, a lot of money can be made off of this, and it's something I can do from home without spending $900 a month in gasoline. And wow, numbers go up, numbers go down. Um, Leon, you can come up if you want to, hon. You don't have to sit over there in the chat. I'm always bad, Leon. Ask freaking George. You never know what's going to come out of my mouth. So everybody wonders what happened to me. I'm still around. I just don't have a lot of time to dedicate to YouTube. And since I haven't started my research yet today, because I really hadn't been up that long, 3 hours, I figured I'd better get this over with before I start that, or nothing's going to happen after that. So that's what I've been doing. Trying to get all my ducks in a row. And here goes George. He's going to quack at me again.
Nuh-uh. Not yet.
Well, Leon, if I'm bad, you're bad.
He's always been a
You're a
bad
naughty boy,
boy.
Leon. Yeah, there's the YouTube side of Leon, you see, and then there's that naughty boy on the other side of Leon. Yeah,
Of
you're
course,
not
he's
hiding
always been a
anything,
bad
Leon.
boy. You can't pretend like he's a good boy, because he's never a good boy.
No, he's a turkey. That's all right. I can always count on Sis Sarah to keep him in line.
Oh, yeah. Quack, quack, quack.
Yeah, did you see that? Leon put ducks in a row up there.
Uh-huh.
And
That's
the
because
funny
he's
thing
always
about it,
quacking up
Leon,
too
is
much.
I did find through my research, Leon, that this type of stuff also is being done in the UK. And people are making really good money at it. And depend on what you go to, you can get started for next to nothing and work your way up. See, I knew Sarah would keep you in line. She'll whack you, Leon.
Good.
She'll give you a good wallop or two. Good
Good.
thumping.
He needs it there every once in a while. She needs to do that to him every once in a while. Keep him in line.
I actually found we have a major store here in the States. I actually stumbled upon all the websites that they use to get their products through. Sure and the Bob did. Dang, George, are you a breather now?
I'm just trying to blow the back of this screen of mine right here off. The back right there, trying to clean it off. Here it is.
Yeah.
Looking for my straw so I could, so when I go out and get some ice water, make some of this sunshine lemonade here. Get some ice and water and go and drink that right quick for a while. I'm getting kind of burned out on coffee.
Yeah, but you should be drinking a lot of water, George. It's so hot,
Ugh.
you need to put the water back into your system.
I cannot stand drinking water, plain water.
Well, I'm sorry. You're going to have to drink some water.
I know.
It's good for you. Don't drink it from your tap.
Oh, God, no. Oh, hell no. You think I want to drink this? You're crazy, girl.
Oh.
You're crazy.
Come on, live a little, George.
Oh, hell no.
Get you a lap straw and you can drink it.
Ugh. Not as bad as this goddamn water here is.
George mailed me the prettiest doily. The one that he's been working on online when I go live. Yep, George finished it and he mailed it to me. It is so pretty. It's really heavy, but it's pretty. And I'm going to use it in my living room once I finish remodeling this living room and get it the way it needs to be. Yep. And he made me a Christian cross too, which I think what I'm going to do with it is I'm going to put it in a shadow box so I can hang it on the wall. Yep, I love
Sure
that doily.
That shadow doesn't go and box it too much now.
Well, I think when I get my YouTube office set up, is I'm going to hang it on the wall. When I get like stickers from other channels and stuff like that, I want to be able to display them on the wall behind me. So when I finally get to where I can turn the camera on, because it's not all freaking construction stuff and everything boxed up and set everywhere because we're working on it, is that'll go back there too. It'll be hung on the wall.
Yeah.
And if I can get me the right kind of a sticker machine that I can print out tags, I'll probably print one out and have it across the bottom of the picture frame so you know who it's from. Stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
So everybody that thought I was dead, I'm not dead, just busy.
I'll be right back here in a minute. I'm going to get me some ice water.
Okay, I'm going to time you.
Yeah, right. Well, don't you're checking for the hats now, girl.
So, Leon, what have you and Miss Sarah been up to lately? You gone on any outings, done anything fun? I haven't been online. Yeah, that's been me the past couple weeks. I'm throwing every second I've got until right now into everything that I've been doing. So I haven't been catching up with the channels or anything like that. 9 times out of 10, my phone's not even near me when I'm doing all of this stuff. So I don't get the messages or anything till hours and hours and hours later. Mm. It's kind of nice to be up here and talking to everybody that I haven't talked to in a while. I guess I should just go on my messenger and give y'all a call from time to time, let you know I'm still alive and kicking. I don't know what I'm doing half the time. Brain scramble. So, what kind of trouble have you gotten yourself into, Leon? I know you must have done something. And don't fib, because Sarah's here. She'll tell me. Ooh, that'll be pretty. You gonna videotape it? Ryan's been doing it. He's getting a lot of views on it because it's so pretty. See, me and George, we're way inland. We we don't we're not close enough to the shoreline anywhere to get anything like that. So the only time we get to see something that pretty is by the people that actually can get out there and do it. Now, you want to see countryside? I can show you countryside. Now, George, if George would do it, he could probably videotape the freaking desert. If you want to see desert, George can show you desert. Hey, George,
Yeah.
have you ever been over to where they have the OK Corral? Have you
Okay,
gone to look
Corral,
at
no.
that yet?
But I've
I
been
would
to the
figure since you're there.
but I've been to the toughest town that's the town that's too tough to go and die to.
Yeah,
Believe so, I've
I
been
mean,
there.
that would be interesting. Now, we have a lot of historical. Oh, okay. I, I guess I should pull out a globe, shouldn't I, Leon? See exactly where you're at. I think I have a globe in storage. I need to pull that puppy out. I know Ryan's been posting a lot of beautiful scenery from when he goes to the beach. He's taken some video footage there that would really make a beautiful postcard or a poster. I keep trying to get him to email me a picture of it, but he won't do it. He says it's his. I was thinking, Leon, if I can get into this business at mile marks and stuff like that. When it comes to giving away things to people, when you hit your mile marks on YouTube, I'll actually have stuff that I can give out by doing this. And it would make it real interesting because I never know what to give out. Since I don't drive, it's not like I can go to the store and just buy it. But if I get this stuff in, I can figure out stuff to set back for drawings, things like that. Private sales, direct sales, e-commerce, things like that. Which I started checking into the e-commerce part, and it's not too terrible. Now I do know that these people that buy stuff off of Amazon, like the pallets and stuff of overstocks and things like that, they don't tell you that you have to have a B stock account. You have to register with B stock because B stock is the one that handles all of the overstock and stuff like that say comes from Walmart and Target and Sam's Club and all of that stuff. They're the ones that handle that stuff. It goes through their liquidation, but you have to be registered with them before you can even make a bid for anything from Amazon, because they do Amazon and eBay, um, Costco, Home Depot. They also do Lowe's. Uh, some of our major box stores around here, um, Walgreens, things like that. They handle all of this stuff, and you're actually going through B stock, and that that's an auction. So you make bids on it, and it'll tell you how many hours or minutes or days it's left on that particular bid. And when you get your stock through them, a lot of these places will give you free shipping, and then some of them you're required to find your own shipping, like a trucking company to bring it to you. And then others have one, but it's a small charge that you pay them, and it's just a flat rate. So if you buy one pallet and they're charging $250 to ship it to you, it's still $250 whether you buy one pallet or a whole truckload. It's still only going to cost you $250. It's not bad, and but that's what I'm getting into, and I'm finding out a lot of interesting stuff too. I never knew before. Well, I can get into it, Leon. It's just that I've never had the money to do it before. But there's going to be a lot of stuff I'm going to be getting rid of, and I'm going to take the money from it, and that's what I'm going to use to start it with. And I have learned that some of these places require your business to have an LLC, licensing. So depending on which one you go under, you can get a free one, or some of them cost you money. And that's the one I'm up against right now, figuring out exactly which one I'm going to need, because some of these places require it, some of them don't. But it's better to have all your bases covered. Well, Leon, if I can get into this, I'm not going to need from money anymore. I won't. There's very good money in it. You just gotta do it in a certain order, and I know which order to do it in. It's just getting there. I got a couple of things I got to do before I can even start this, and it gives me the time to uh, get the capital that I need to start it with. And I've already talked to Big Matt, and I said I was going to have Big Matt come up here and go with me to an auction or something like that. But I want to do it before the bad weather hits because I don't want to drive on ice or anything like that in and out of Dallas Fort Worth because you're just asking for problems there. And I don't want to put my life at risk for a cheap sale. So yeah, just think about it, Leon. You said you and Sarah wanted to come to the U.S. Good Lord, you may get here sooner than you think. Make enough money, we could just freaking all live out here in the same freaking area. If I can't win the lottery, I'll make my own lottery. But I don't think you could. I don't think you could handle the heat here. We're used to it. So, George, what have you been up to lately?
Nothing much, just staying in the house.
Well, you need to. It's too hot out there in the desert for you.
Ain't that goddamn well true. Like I said, when I was talking to you earlier, now we had a thunderstorm here the 30th and 31st. And of course, I was online the 31st when we had that damn thunderstorm come through. Didn't lose power. Man, that clap of thunder just come right past my bedroom and all of a sudden just scared the shit out of me.
Yeah, we've had a couple through here, and we had one hell of a windstorm with a little bit of rain yesterday, and it was blowing down trees and telephone poles, blocking major roads.
Oh, yeah.
And the old man went to the store in the neighboring town yesterday, and while he was gone, that's when that storm hit. And what should have taken him about an hour to get there and get back took him almost 4. Because all that stuff was down, and they had to wait for the crews to come out to clear all that stuff off the roads. Because
Yeah.
it was impassable. Yeah. I sat here and watched it out the window, and it was bending the trees over pretty good, but yeah. There's a lot of good things about the U.S., Leon. You would probably like. I know Ryan wants to be here too, and I'm all for anybody that wants to come to the U.S. legally. You'd probably see stuff here that you never knew existed, Leon. That way you quit living vicariously through the rest of us Yanks. You can come over here and experience it for yourself. A lot of beautiful things to see here. A lot of beautiful country, like where George is from. You want to see heaven on earth? Go to Montana,
Oh God, that's
where
gorgeous
George is
country up
from.
there.
It is absolutely breathtaking.
Darn, hi.
Oh, it's about time I see you, Miss Sandy. How are you doing, sweetheart? Yeah, we have. I don't know why I've gone through everything, Sandy. I think it's YouTube because I'm not finding. I know which ones I blocked. I know those people, but it wasn't. None of them were you, honey. Because I go in and do a search and look, and it's somebody else. I know it's not you. It never comes up your channel. Um, but we have some really pretty stuff over here. I say Texas is a lot like Australia. Um, think about all the different regions in Australia you got. You got like the tropical area. You've got the deserted area. You've got the cities. You've got the farming and all of it. It's a lot like Australia. Depending on where you live is where you're going to be. Yeah. Even well, Big Matt had the same problem. Sandy, he couldn't figure it out either. He went through everything and can't figure it out. Because I contacted him to see if he could help me with it, and he told me all the places to look, and I looked, and no, everything's right as rain, but for some reason it doesn't come through, and I don't know why.
Hmm. Well, that damn YouTube that's doing it.
Yeah, a lot of people are having problems with some of the things on YouTube, and I don't know. Yep, haven't talked to you in 100 years, honey. I don't know. Don't you have waterfalls in Australia, Sandy? Something, if my memory serves me correct, I think there's waterfalls in Australia as well. Not sure where it's by, but I was thinking you had them. Um, we got waterfalls here, depending on where you go. Not all of them are man-made. Some of them are. Yeah, that's what I thought. Tons of them, because I was thinking I remembered seeing a video where this Australian guy, he likes to do the cliff diving off of them into the water and stuff. And then I remember seeing that a few times. And I thought, he's crazy. I'm not jumping off of anything like that. It'd be my luck. I'd die.
Yeah, that cliff diving. No, thank you. I'll pass.
No, that's what I said. Oh, what are you watching, Leon? I love Australia. I almost moved there years ago. I was making plans to move there. Wow. That would be a beautiful video for your channel, Sandy. Ow, ow. Just got bit by something. Ow. Um, I'm hoping to finish getting the stuff that I need so I can. Oh, prisoner cell block H. There was one of them that I was watching from Australia. It was a paranormal investigative group. And they were hitting a lot of these small little towns and real old shopping. I call them shopping malls, but maybe they are malls over there. And some of the stuff they were coming up with was like, wow, blow your mind. Some of the stuff that was coming through. That's okay. That's all right. You got to feed the kiddos. Wow, it's 4:19 in the afternoon here. I keep forgetting that it's like breakfast time in other places. Oh, George, hold down the fort for a second. I have to go use the restroom.
All right, go ahead. So, Leon, you've been staying out of trouble there, boy. You haven't? Well, then shame on you. Oh. Ooh. Yeah, well, yeah, they would be kind of like gremlins. I agree with you there, Sandy. Uh-huh. Sandy, have you ever watched that guy called Drain Addict? He's on YouTube. He's from over in Australia himself. His name is Oliver. I don't know what his last name is, but he he's a character. That guy right there is. He's pretty neat. Just watching him.
Hi, Speedy. Hi, Speedy. Wouldn't expect anything less from you, Leon. He's misbehaving.
That's about right. Like I said, he's there on YouTube himself on a drain addict. He's a plumber. Goes around and cleans out all these drains and stuff like that. Pretty neat just watching him do that stuff right there. Man, that guy knows his stuff.
Yep. Once all this stuff starts falling in place, George, that other channel I plan on making is going to take off because a lot of people are interested in what I'm fixing to do.
Good.
If you do a search on YouTube for it, it'll throw up all these channels that are doing it, and you'll see how many people are watching these freaking channels. It is unfreaking real. And not most people won't get into it because they don't know how to start.
Yeah.
Hi, Speedy. No, baby girl, mommy's. Wow.
Leon, did you watch part 1 of the Otter Creek series yesterday? Let's have a part 2 on today from What the Hales.
You're a sweet girl. Mama loves you. No, here, now Mama put you down. There you go, baby girl. Yeah, go see your mama. Oh, George. Mm.
And they had a survey, see who would go into jail first. It was Russ, Mary, Lynette, or John. Which one of the four do you think would go first into jail? I said it was Mary. I was wrong. Leon, the peon. You think you hate.
I knew
I'm
that
gonna
was
get
coming.
Sarah after you. I'm gonna
Yep,
get
I
Sarah
knew that
after
was coming.
you. Sarah, Leon picking on me. Little brat.
Uh-oh.
Smack him. Smack him hard for me.
Yeah, but put your brace on first. We don't want you to hurt yourself.
Yeah, especially on that hard head of his.
Well, don't hit him too hard. He likes that kind of treatment. Told you. There's something wrong with Leon.
But you got to remember, Leon, I don't get mad. I just get even, and you know I get even.
Yeah, I'm in a really, really, really good mood.
Uh-oh.
I know it's dangerous.
Yeah, but did you see what
Big man, Mr. Larker.
What do you mean don't get
Mr.
you started?
Larker.
I don't get people started. They started with me, though.
Ouch. Yeah, I figured that you would be out and about in that heat working, Matt. You're stubborn like that. You're going to give yourself a heat stroke. I've been talking to George for hours, Matt. It's usually you who wakes me up and say, "What you doing?" Not today. It was George. And I called, yeah, George called me. You better not have.
You hadn't better,
You see
Matt,
that, George?
Leon.
Bad Leon. I thought you quit smoking, Leon.
You're probably smoking through his ears right there. No wonder why I see. No wonder why I see smoke signals come from way over there, huh?
Yeah, he's going to be out there with making smoke signals with a freaking rug. So what's up with you today, Big Matt? You want to come up, Matt? You can. I got the link. I'll drop it again for you, Matt. Um, yep, I am in such a freaking good mood. There you go, Matt. I know you like to come up. Oh, George did.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
What do you think I'm hiding behind my avatar for?
Because you like to play peekaboo.
No. So that you don't get a strike on your damn channel there.
Yeah, that's why
Your
my
new
camera's
channel.
turned off. I don't have a drape to go over my gun cabinet yet, and it's in direct view of my camera because it's behind me, and it is full because it has a glass door on it and box of ammo sitting all over the place. So no, I don't need anybody seeing that.
Yeah.
One of the perks of living in the country, you got to have guns and ammo.
Oh yeah.
I really should go out there tonight and take a video with the cows. Uh, and post it. I hadn't really been doing much. It's been so hot though,
Too damn hot.
but I really should. Yes, I'm telling you, you feel like an ice cream cone melting in the heat out there. Oh, who keeps calling me? No, I don't want to talk to you. Hi, Molly. How are you doing today, girl? Hadn't really been on much, Molly. Been busy, 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 busy. Oh, and Sandy's making us breakfast because we're just as hangry. You probably would be, Leon, but I really shouldn't say anything to you if you lit up a cigarette because I'm sitting here smoking one right now. I need to quit.
See, he'd have Sarah.
Are you getting any storms your way, Molly? Because we're getting storms here. And we're still overcast here. And I think he's praying for rain his area. It's 104 degrees, Dad. Yep. Sunny? I don't see sunny. I see overcast. I think this thing is crazy.
It's 104 here.
We better hurry up and get some rain. Yeah, we really need the rain. My green grass is now brown and crunchy.
Well, it feels like 110 outside.
But there's a plus side to that. Yeah, I needed to put in another garden, Sandy, but with Spencer working, I don't have anybody to run that tiller. That thing is a beast. I can't control it. It's just too big. Yeah, no, he's kicking butt on that no smoking.
Good.
When I go to quit smoking, I'm gonna have to live out on the land out here because I'm gonna be mean. But then again, I've been smoking for 30 years, so I need to quit.
Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah, I'm anxious to get this business started. I really am. I'm rip roaring and ready to go. Just gotta be patient, and things will start happening.
Yeah.
Yep, and then I can start getting some of the equipment and stuff that I need to, so I can I can get the video footage off of my camcorder, and it can go on my channel. I've quit smoking several times, and I seem to do okay. But then, oh, if I cut back on coffee, that thing gives me a migraine. I gotta have a coffee. But things get stressful. First thing I do is light up a cigarette. And that's how I get started all over again. But I've quit several times. The only part I don't like about it and is the gaining of the weight after you quit eating in the beginning because you usually eat to make up for not having a cigarette. Yeah, 40 years. Long time to smoke. I mean, I gave up drinking for the longest time. Now I have a drink every once in a while. And that explains why one Saturday night I wasn't live. I was drunk and I wasn't going to go live. George, what's in your hand?
Nothing.
Nothing,
See?
my butt.
Yeah.
But I do crazy stuff when I'm drunk. And I didn't figure I needed to go on my channel being complete nut. Because I'm very random when I'm drunk. So I still am, Sandy. I still am. All this stuff that I've been doing, I've noticed that I smoke a lot more while I'm doing all the research. Because when you run into a dead end, it stresses you out. You're like, well, I know there's a way to do it. I just haven't found it yet. See, I stress for a couple hours until I have to keep refining searches and changing up keywords and doing this and doing that. And the pictures, did you send me pictures just now, Matt? Let me drop this down. Let me see. Yeah, it shows I got pictures from you. Let me drop this down and I'll open this up. I'll have a look, Matt.
Bob, hey, stranger. Hope you're feeling better, partner. I hope you're feeling better.
Oh, look at that.
I know.
Oh yeah, that first one kind of looks like. Well, hello, Bob, honey. I figured I would take some time in the middle of the day and come on because my nights are kind of crazy right now. Yeah, Matt, that first picture you just sent looks like my two little babies out here, Red's babies. And then the second one that you sent, they look more like
It's Sandy, Bob.
the
It's
segment
Sandy told.
that we got rid of, and he was mean as hell. That was Coco. That segment. He's the one that tried to kill people. The fourth picture kind of looks like Hope, except Hope's face is all white, where this one looks more like a Holstein in the face on a bunch of its markings. Wow, look at that. That's a lot of cows, Matt. Now the black bodied ones with the solid white face and head, that's what my Hope looks like. She's a real good mother. Very impressed with that cow. Love that cow. Good looking cows. Some of them look like they need to be fed a little more, but what do I know? Yeah, I like that sandy toes. Oh, yeah, Bob. We're talking about the venture I'm going into, and some of the stuff that I found out. At least doing it this way, Bob. If I have a mile, subscriber marks, each mile mark, well, at least I know I got stuff to pick from to give away as mile marker gifts. Gonna be, gonna be good. So how you doing today, Bob? You still being mean? Bacon bikini. Oh God, here we go again, Leon. I don't know. It's over 100 degrees here now, Bob. We know what bad weather is. We're getting real bad storms, destroying all the telephone poles and busting trees, and yeah, we got some bad weather here. You forget, Bob. We live in Tornado Alley. We get tornadoes through here like a snap of a finger or a blink of an eye. Oh yeah. Hey, I'm not sure I'd want to eat that bikini.
No way.
Mm-mm. I don't think that'd be my cup of tea.
Leon might eat it, but not my.
I made
Yeah,
Bob's favorite
right.
meal last night: coconut shrimp. Bob's gonna cuss me out now. He don't eat anything that comes out of the water. I ate so much coconut shrimp it almost made me sick. That's how much I ate. I ate it and then fell asleep in my recliner. That seems to be the norm for me now. Well, that's good, Bob.
Good.
One
Well, you're
step at a
getting better,
time,
sir.
Bob. You'll get there.
Yep.
One step at a time. There's only one place to go up from here. Up. We'll keep praying for you, Bob. Oh man,
I
I'm
keep
still
asking
trying to
Michelle
get
about you,
George here,
how you're
Bob.
doing.
Well,
I
I
know
don't
that you're
always
doing
have
good.
time to call everybody back or email them or text them, but I'm cramming for exams. That's what it feels like.
Gotta remember the first time I got called for jury duty. It's up there in Montana, and I got pinned to the box right there, to the jury box, and I'm listening closely to what the judge and the lawyers had to say until that Denver judge goes and pulls a Denver joke on us, new jurors. He told the bailiff to go and pass out the pencil and paper because we were going to have a pop quiz. I was thinking, oh shit, I'm SOL because I don't remember that word he said. then I had to, and I came down here. And when I got back up there, I went over to see him. I said, then when you told the bailiff to go and pass out the pencil and paper, we were going to have a pop quiz. I was thinking,
Uh-huh.
oh, God, I'm in trouble now. He said, don't worry about that. I always pull out on all the new jurors just to break the tension. Oh, God, I wanted to go and crawl underneath the Denver chair so Denver bad because I could not remember a damn word he said. Because when he said that nasty 4-letter word, no, not four, I should say nasty 2-letter word, pop quiz. That's what I
Oh
was
no.
saying. My
Oh,
mind
that's
just
the
went
one where he was
completely blank.
joking with you. Yeah, he was joking with you.
Uh huh.
Pop quiz.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm probably only going to stay on for a couple hours, and then I'm going to get off of here because I got stuff to do. So I got another hour to go, basically. But I'm going to see if I can't get some video or something out there while I'm out there that I can post. I haven't done it in a while. I really need to. I have to take a break time to time from this stuff, or I'm going to be scatterbrained. Oh my goodness. What in the world?
Well, your phone's going crazy, girl.
I'm telling you, Grand Central Station around here for me. I don't care about you, lady. Leave me alone. Telemarketers sending me stuff.
Yeah. I get those scammers too, and whenever it comes through, at that time, the way I've been answering it is, law enforcement agency, do you wish to report a crime, or do you need assistance? Let's put it this way: in about maybe 3 minutes worth of silence, right there, and all of a sudden, delete, they hang up on me. They don't like me when I do that to them, especially if they're from India. They absolutely hate me when I do that shit to them.
Yeah, I'm kind of curious to which cows he got too. Because he's got 2 or 3 different ones in there that kind of look like the ones I've got. He didn't have any longhorns in there, which I've got a couple. But I know for certain exactly what 2 of mine are. And then the offspring, I can pretty much tell you what they are by who the mothers are, and that's about as far as I can go. And who their daddy was, because I knew what the daddy was. He was a swift, a brown swift,
Huh.
which I'll probably get pictures of them, uh, or a little bit of video, because I like to go out there and watch the babies when they're playing. They're hilarious. I got one of the cabs out there. He loves to bullfight the telephone pole.
Oh God.
He will. Well, he's only a few months old, but he will. He'll bullfight that telephone pole. It's
Shit.
hilarious. Because he does his running, kicking, jumping stuff, and then he'll eyeball that telephone pole, and he'll just take off and just ram that thing with his head. And I'm like, what are you doing? And then once he's got his head up against it, then he stands there and you can see him trying to push it. It's freaking hilarious. I'm like, you're not right in the head, Cal.
No. What was it? There was one movie that it was an animated movie
Oh, I hear one.
that it was male. It was male cow, male bulls, but had the damn female udder though. Trying to remember the damn name of that some bitchin' movie. Now, they were talking with male voices, but
I don't know, George. I don't have a clue, George. You
I
watch
can see
stuff
the
that
damn
I've
thing.
never
Same as day
watched.
too, but damn if I can remember what the hell the name of some bitchin' thing was. I think it was something about. I think it might have been Barnyard or something like that. I don't remember.
I don't know.
You know who had a
I really
fetish?
don't know.
You know who had a fetish with the cows? Every time I hear he's
Well, I
seen
have
one, he had to get back home so he could go and draw the damn things. The guy Gary
let's say
Larson was his
no.
name.
Oh, those Highland cows. Yeah, they like cold weather though. They're cold weather cows. We actually have people
Yeah.
around here that they raise the Highlands, but they're on much bigger ranches, and they have a. Are you leaving
Okay,
us,
Bob. Take
Bob?
care, partner. Be safe. No.
I'll talk to you later, Bob. But the Highland cows, they have them
Take care
in
and
air
get some
conditioned
rest now. Whatever you can.
barns and stalls because they just cannot take the heat.
Let's see.
But yeah, they're beautiful cows.
Find the damn thing here.
I had one when we first started out, and I don't know what breed she was, but she was a pretty hairy cow, but she wasn't a Highland. She was a cold weather cow. She just couldn't take this Texas heat. And then she got bit by a rattlesnake and died.
Yeah, it was called Barnyard. That's the name of it, yeah. Called Barnyard. That was the name of the movie.
Oh, was it? I haven't ever seen it.
And I tell you, they made hell of a huge error because they were showing male bull, but with the female udders. So, or with the cow udders, I should say.
Yeah.
Showing a bull, but with cow udders. So.
Well, that would be unusual.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'd want a cow like that. You can always move somewhere cold. Well, Bob lives in Michigan. They get a lot of snow.
Oh, yeah.
Montana gets cold.
Does it ever? I remember when I moved up there to Kalispell, Montana. I moved behind.
Oh yeah, Wisconsin gets cold. Ohio gets cold. Idaho.
Moved in to the
Pennsylvania. All the northern states up here get pretty cold. Like you get the closer you get to New York City, the colder it gets, and then you go past them, and then the closer you get to freaking Canada, it really gets cold.
Too damn
I don't
cold.
like cold. Yeah, it gets really, really, really cold. I'd rather stay down here where I have to deal with the summer heat than all the ice and the snow and the power outages.
No
No,
tanks.
I can't do that.
When they're done that.
Yeah, yeah, it's not my cup of tea. I'll let other people deal with that. It'd be like going to Alaska. I'd love to go visit Alaska and see some of the beautiful stuff there. Depends on where in New York. If it's upper state New York, you might be able to get away with a cow, but if it's like New York City, I don't know where you put a cow in New York City. I
That's
guess you could
right.
run it through several parts. Yeah, upper state New York is really pretty. A lot of country up there. A lot of country there. That yeah. No, I try to stay. I don't want to go to New York. Too many people. I don't like to be in a crowd of people. And I got a phobia against crowds, so it makes me really nervous. I was destined to be in the country.
Yeah.
Yeah, just surprise him with a cow. Poor Bob. I hope he's resting. I'll have to call him later and see how he's doing. I get messages and stuff. Everybody were. Yes, it would be. Long Island. Where would you put a cow in Long Island? Yeah, I guess you could put it on a leash and walk it down the street. Yeah, I guess it would depend on uh, Long
Take
Island.
care, Leon. Have a good night. No.
Yeah, Leon, it was nice to see you, hon. I don't know if I'll be on later or not. It all depends on what I've gotten myself into. Depends on the research. I guess I'll say goodnight to Miss Sarah as well. She's probably heading to bed with you. Whew, my dog's laying here giving me the stink eye. Trouble, what is your problem? Why are you giving Mama the stink eye? What's in it? Hi, baby. Hi, Trouble. Hi, Angel. It's too hot for y'all to be outside right now, babies. I'm sorry. Ouch, Angel. Watch out for your paws. Those hurt. You silly girl. Yeah, you'd go over into the richer part of Long Island, which is a community. It's called what? Oh, Kings Park. Yeah, I think that's the wealthier part of Long Island. Yeah, it's not like the areas you go into where they have like amusement parks and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a residential area. Yeah. Well, it's kind of like Jersey. You got the business part of New Jersey, and then you've got communities, and we're talking $1 million houses. So you either got the working class area of New Jersey, or you've got the elite class of New Jersey. There's no middle of the road in Jersey. You either got one or the other, and I think that's the same way over there in Long Island. You've got the elites, and then you've got the working class. Um, I would go, to places like that, but New York City, heck no. You would never catch me in Grand Central Station. No way, no how. Ah, Skipjack Cindy. I haven't seen you in a while, but I hadn't been on in a while either. How's the fishing going, hon? Pretty good? I still hadn't been able to get out to go fishing anytime soon. Too much going on. Maybe next year. If I can do that, then I wouldn't mind taking my camcorder out and videotaping going fishing. A lot of people watch fishing channels. Cindy, she catches some pretty big fish. She catches some, I've seen her catch some pretty monstrous catfish. Blows my mind. Love catfish. Yeah, but I think you go out more in the evenings, don't you, Cindy? Because I know I watched a few of your videos and you were out at night. But I think, well, it wasn't videos. You were actually live and you were fishing at night. You want a freezer full of fish, Cindy could provide it. I don't know what she does, but she pulls them things out left and right. What would take us all day Sundays to catch, she's already got within the first hour she's out there.
Yeah, she's probably noodling them.
No, she catches them with rod and reel.
Uh huh.
Yeah, that's what I want to do at night. That's the way I like to fish. Either real early in the morning before the sun comes up, or real late at night after it's gone down through the night. That's when I like to fish. The only part I don't like about it is the snakes. During the hotter weather here, even at night, you have to contend with the poisonous snakes. Yep. What, Dad? Yeah, we got copperheads, cottonmouths, and rattlesnakes are our main ones we have out there.
No
And when it's
thanks.
warm, they're still squirming about at night. I when we get good rains, I'm gonna have to see if I can get Spencer to make a crawfish traps. I can't go crabbing like Matt can or anything like that, but we have crawfish, and every time it rains real good here, it washes all the crawfish down our washes towards the pond. Oh, I do too. That's my favorite fish, catfish. I could eat catfish every day. It's the only fish I do like. And do a crawfish boil or something. But I gotta get my outdoor kitchen finished being set up before I can do that. And figure out how to get the information off my camcorder here. This new computer that we've got doesn't have a memory card slot in it, so you can take it from the camcorder. And I haven't looked on the backup to see where all the plug-ins go in it. Never had a crawfish boil. It takes 1,000 of them boogers to get your belly full. They're not very big, and I don't like A lot of people, they like to suck on the heads. I don't. I'm not sucking their brains out. Not going to do it. It's gross. The only thing really worth eating on them is their tails. That's why it takes so many. But the good thing about it is, this part you don't eat. You throw them back in your ponds or
Tail
wherever, and
and the
it
claw
feeds
meat,
the other
that's about
fish.
the only thing that's worth a shit.
Yeah, but the turtles and the fish, and of course you'll get the birds that come in that eat that stuff. They'll clean them up pretty quick. All right, Sandy. Thanks for stopping in, hon. Hugs and kisses back to you, sweetheart. Have a good
Take
day.
care.
Take it easy.
Yeah, they're getting ready to go into their spring they're getting ready to go into their spring season down there. It's still winter down there.
Yeah, my ex fiance lives in Australia. Their seasons are backwards from ours.
Yeah.
It's like when we got snow on the ground here and we call it Christmas. It's their hottest part of the year. They're out surfboarding and
Yeah.
spending all their time at the beach and stuff like that, running around in shorts and bikinis, and we're up here bundled up like we're in a walk-in freezer. Yep,
Yeah.
backwards. Yep, just backwards from what we do. But it's okay. Thank you, Matt. Are you home yet, Matt? Are you still driving, hun? Wherever you go, I hope you get under the AC. Oh no, you still got to unload those cows. Get them out to pasture or whatever you're going to do with them. You know what, George? One of these days, going to have to go live after I try to get some of this beads and stuff done, and we'll do a private thing, like a backstage thing, so you can
Okay.
teach me how to do this beadwork stuff that you do.
Sure.
I think, I mean, it's kind of a nippy thing to learn.
Oh yeah.
It's not something you see every day. I was going to get a bunch of yarn, but I could not find the crochet hooks, and I got to have those crochet needles. Means I'm going to have to probably go to Walmart or something or one of the craft stores and pick them up because I've got some, but only God knows where they are. They've been packed up in storage for so long. I know there's one out packed up out there, but I don't know where it is. I've got one under and packed up in a bunch of boxes under the carport that needs to be put in the shed. And I don't know which box to start in or where to go or whatever. Because I got to make Jess a, it, it's like a shower scrubby.
Oh yeah.
I know how to make them by crocheting them. But, and it's yarn, so it means you can wash those things in the washing machine and get them good and clean. And the only thing that's stopping me is the dadgum needle. And I know I've got one. I just keep looking for it and I haven't found it yet. But a lot of this stuff is packed up because it's got to go into the places that we're remodeling. So not everything has been taken out into those rooms. Just very little stuff. So most of it's still packed up after all these years. And I've got to really go box by box by box by box to find it. And that's a lot of stuff to go through. And but I got to make it for her, and I'll have to contact her again and see if I can get her to send me her address again. Once I find that needle, I'll make it up for her. She doesn't have any preference on what color, and I think I've got a bunch of I think I've got a bunch of skeins of red yarn and purple yarn and stuff like that. So I would probably make one for her and her daughter. All right now, Speedy, you are clearing off Mama's computer desk. You've got to stop that, you little wigglewort. If you want to roll around, you baby girl, you need to get on the floor. No, don't you knock that off again, you little turkey. Mama will move it over here. Bird brain. Oh,
Which one of the monster
I'm trying to
is
get
it?
caught up on all this stuff. And the more that I get caught up in the more things that I do, the more I can take off of my list that's like 40 miles long of getting caught up to do. But at least mowing's not on the list anymore. My grass is dead. Well, any mowing I got to do would take 5 minutes now. Grass is only growing underneath the trees because that's what's shaded from the sun. Everything else that the sun shines on is, it's crunchy. I need to, one thing I know I need to do, George, I got to get the chainsaw blade back on my chainsaw and get it sharpened. Go ahead and start cutting up all this wood out here and get it set up in a rick so it can cure. And then we've got some that's already cured that I got to gather up. But man, is it hot out there to be lifting all that stuff.
Yeah?
Just ask Matt. Matt does stuff like that, and he'll tell you it's hotter than blue blazes out there. That's a morning chore or an evening chore. And trust me, by the time evening rolls around now, all I want to do is rest. Ooh, I'll be back in just a second, y'all. Gotta go make me another cup of coffee.
All right.
Talk to people, George.
Uh-huh.
I didn't say laugh at him. I said talk to him.
Hell, I don't even know what the hell to say. Yes, Eddie, you think you can go and catch fish? You should go up there in Montana. Catch some of those fish up there. Around, damn. Oh, shit, I can't even remember the damn name of the damn lake now. It's outside of Helena there. Helena, Montana. You catch some good sized trout up there. And the bait that you would be able to go and use, dead pitch minnows. Canyon Ferry Lake is what the name of it was, yeah. Now that I remember, it's Canyon Ferry Lake.
Yeah, George, I need to go out there and I need to gather up the brick to show people how to make an emergency rocket stove. Make a video on it. It only takes about 10 minutes to make, but it's one of those things that it's good to know
Yeah,
in case you're in an area where, say, for instance, your whole house is total electric. You still got to be able to feed your family, and if you have this, then you can make it, and you're able to still cook for your family and stuff. And that's what I need to do. Or any kind of emergency. Say, for instance, you're like me and Matt. We're in Tornado Alley, and at any moment, a tornado
yeah,
could come through here and destroy everything. Well, what if you kill a pig or something like that? You're gonna need to know how to a way to cook it. And if you have this stuff, and it's one of those, I don't use the mortar and I don't use concrete or I don't make it permanent. So at any given moment, it can be taken down and it can be moved anywhere that you need it uh, to cook with. And it don't take a whole heck of a lot. I can't remember. It's either pivot. What is it? It's either 17 or 21 bricks is all you need.
huh.
And a lot of people can go find those just about anywhere. Heck, you can look on Craigslist and pick up brick. And it don't have to be fire brick. It can be just regular brick. Or, or oh gosh, I can't think of them. Center blocks. A lot of people will use center blocks because it'll make the rocket stove taller.
Yeah,
But see, I have a cast iron stand that my rocket stove sets on. Not everybody's going to have a cast iron stand. And and people have to understand that with rocket stoves, it's not like a grill. It is, but it isn't. A rocket stove, you have to constantly feed it because you're feeding it from the bottom, and it makes the fire shoot up the flue to your grill top. And what I use as a grill top for grilling or set a pot and pan or kettle, whatever it is I found some refrigerator shelving
hmm.
that is it doesn't have the coating on it, and that's basically what I use.
Yeah,
But I'm sure you could, if they wanted to, they could go to like Home Depot or Lowe's or someplace like that, or Academy Sports, and they can buy the grates like would go on a grill, and they could put one of those across the top, and they could still use it. But it's a really good idea to have because it's not just for you know bad situations. What if you want to cook outside and you don't have a grill, but you got
yeah,
this laying here? Well, you can still grill out. Nothing says you can't. And the reason why you don't concrete or mortar it together is because all that ash, you're going to have to clean the ash out from time to time. Well,
yeah.
it only takes a minute to take it apart and another minute to put it back together. So, and
True.
all that wood ash is real good, and you can use it in your gardens. And wood ash is good
Huh.
to put into old tires to put in your chicken coops so your chickens have an ash bath, which they love because they actually need it. So I'm going to have one that's in my outdoor kitchen because I actually took a an old food trough that was basically homemade. It was two 55-gallon, well, it was one 55-gallon drum that was cut in half, and then it was welded together, and then it had legs bolted onto it. Well, I turned it into a grill because the bottom started rusting through on it, but I've got metal on the bottom of it so all the ash and stuff doesn't fall out. And
Yeah.
I've got a bunch of those refrigerator grates that fit perfectly right across it. So I've got a really long grill, and then I've got a piece of plate steel on one end. And that gives me a place to set all my pots and pans. So when I'm grilling out, all I got to do is set my pots and pans over there and cook whatever I need to in the pots and pans, but still have the grilling surface, which is nice. And I do that even though I've got lots of grills. I got smokers and grills and all of that stuff, but I like that other one because you can do a lot of stuff with it. You can feed a lot of people on that thing.
Oh yeah.
And that's why I keep it around. But right now, the old man has it set up in my front yard, and I'm like, that don't need to be in my front yard. I don't like it in my front yard. So I'm gonna have to move it again. I keep moving it, and he keeps moving it about the front yard. Don't ask me why. He does. It's a battle of the wills right now. And
Yeah.
I'm gonna win. I'm gonna win.
Oh hell yeah.
Um, yeah, I tried to figure out what to do with a lot of these bricks. My dad and my brother brought me a bunch of bricks. Somebody tore off all the brick off their house and was going to re-brick it, and they brought me tonnage of bricks. Now, a lot of them need to have the mortar cleaned off of them, and that's pretty easy to do, but it's time consuming. And I've got several hundred of them already cleaned up, but I still have thousands to go. And I'm
Uh-huh.
thinking of everything I can to use that brick. That's where I came up with the rocket stove. But I'll be putting in, once I get an area cleared, it's going to be a patio for my outdoor kitchen to set on. I
Yeah.
don't want to cook where if an ember falls through or whatever, that it'll catch all this acreage on fire. I don't want to do that. I'd rather it fall on the brick and fizzle out. And that's where I'm trying to get to. But finding the perfect spot to put this outdoor kitchen, that's where I'm coming into a little bit of a problem with. Where do I put it? And because so many changes are going on here, I don't want to put in something as permanent as the outdoor kitchen and then say, well, crap, I need that space because I'm fixing to build this or add on to the house or whatever it is. So I've got to find a place that's a little out of the way but can stay there because it's not going to be in the way of anything I'm going to do. That's what I need to do.
Oh yeah.
The one place I want to put it, I can't because I have a big metal storage building that's in the way that I was going to move to the garden as my garden shed. And hadn't gotten that far yet. Too much stuff going on, like replacing of all this fence line. You try to start replacing fence line on 100 acres, it takes some time. Because some of this fencing is really old. And you never know which section is fixing to go down next. So you're chasing your tail 24 hours a day. Your priorities out here change from day to day. Never a dull moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, but every day we're one step closer to the finish line. It doesn't seem like it some days, but it is.
Until that damn
Always
finish line
something to
does
do
want
out
to move
here.
out farther and farther and farther away, that is.
There for a while when we first got out here, it was like every step that we took forward, the next day something would happen that would knock us 10 steps back. That's given in life, but we're finally starting to make some headway.
Good.
I'm going to try this evening to see if Dad and I can't get out there and frame up the walls for that shed so I can finally get the roof on it, finish that storage building. We've started building a storage building, and then uh, things started happening, and the old man quit. Well, it needs to be finished, so we'll see if we can't get it done. I'm not looking forward to being on a ladder. Oh, I'm not. But I'll get it done. I will
Michelle,
get it done.
you were talking about needing a ramp or like
Needing a what? A ramp?
need, yeah, needing a
A
ramp
dock?
for like
Yeah.
unloading those pallets.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking here, kind of like an old cattle ramp. All you have to do is
Well,
take off.
yeah, but the only problem. Yeah, but the only problem with that is it'd have to be pretty big
Yeah.
because depending on how many that you have is how big the area has to be. Absolutely.
Yeah.
And when you go to build that thing, that they're not they're cheap, but they're not cheap because you're going to
Yeah.
have to build that whatever dock it is, like you're building a freaking deck. It's going to have to be reinforced everywhere because not every pallet weighs the same. So you got to stop and think if you're building it, you got to make sure that you build it strong enough. Say, for instance, you could park a Ford F-150 on it or a Chevy S10 on it or something like that, that it
Yeah.
would support that kind of weight. Because some pallets you may get in may only weigh 100 pounds, where you get another pallet that weighs 800 pounds. You never know from one second to the next what the weight's going to be, and you need to make sure that you have to take in consideration it needs to hold it. That's the only problem. The
Yeah.
only other thing I could come up with is seeing if we could find a flatbed trailer that we could use as an unloading dock. If we can find a flatbed trailer and get it out here and put it in front of where, say, for instance, my shop storage is going to be for the business, then all that semi truck has to do is back straight up to that trailer and we can unload from one trailer to the other.
Yeah.
And then when it's done, all we do is get up on that trailer that I'm going to use as a dock, and we would have to hand unload it unless we figure out a way to make a winching system that has a platform on it that you load stuff on it and you go up and down with it to help. Because I don't have it in my budget just yet to get a forklift. Now, when I get a forklift, that'll be real easy. Just park the stuff on that one trailer, and we can move all the way around that thing and load and unload from it. And that's what we're trying to do right now. Figure out how we can get to that point. But I do have the Matt called them by name, and I can't remember what they're called, but they're for unloading merchant stock,
Mhm.
and you just roll the boxes down it, and it goes down a set of rollers. I've got a couple of
Yeah,
those. So if
that's what
that's
it's
what
called,
I've
is a
got to do,
roller.
and then I can make a lower.
Yeah, that's what it's
Yeah,
called,
but
is a
if I
roller.
can build a lower table that thing goes onto, so you can just run the boxes down those rollers, then whoever's on the ground can be grabbing the boxes off and putting them on a flat cart to take into the building. And that's the only other way I can see to do this. And then once it gets into the building, you can either roll it over where it needs to go, or if they're restacking it on top of a pallet on the ground, then you can take your pallet jack and just winch it up. Jack it up, and then just go right into the storage building. I got to do what I got to do at the moment to get it done until, like I said, I can get that forklift. But first, you got to learn to roll over before you can run.
True.
Little
You gotta
harder,
learn
a
how to
little more
walk before
time
you can run.
consuming.
Yeah,
That is it, and that's what we're trying to do. And uh, Spencer, he found a trailer the other day, a semi trailer, a flatbed one. It had been wrecked. You can still put it, on the road and stuff, but it's been wrecked, and somebody wanted to sell it. Well, if we can find one that's a flatbed trailer, I would use that thing as a dock. So, say for instance, what if I order a truckload of stuff? Well, I'm going to have a 52-foot trailer full of pallets of stuff. So, if I have a 52-foot trailer, I at least have a place to unload it, right?
hmm
So, I think in our best interest is to go ahead and look for a trailer that could be our loading and unloading dock,
yeah.
instead of trying to build something. Because those things are built for weight.
Oh hell yeah.
And
The whole
I
little,
think I think my friend would probably think about it too and say, you know what, that's a pretty good idea. I'm going to look for one of those, because they can probably find them, and I think they would probably have a way to get them moved. Um,
and the whole
but that
those
was just an idea that I had.
those big excavators. They
Oh,
also
I don't.
haul the um
Yeah, if it's an enclosed trailer, then it could be the storage as we're unloading it. We'll only load what we can do in a day, and then just shut the door. But we'd have to
yeah.
find somebody that has a fifth wheel that could back up to a semi trailer, which is no different than backing up to move a trailer house that are fifth wheels or travel trailers or whatever. And then you could take them and then just have it move. But the only thing is, you don't have a lot of wiggle room with a enclosed trailer. You got to be pretty precise on how you get that stuff in there. That's the only thing. And then you got to
Yeah.
remember, once you get to the end, you got very little room to work with your pallet jack. Because not all delivery services will come with a pallet jack. So now you got to figure out how to get a pallet jack up there. But I guess we'll figure it out when we get there. And some delivery services actually have the forklift that'll get it off, but not all. And that's something else we got to take in consideration. Um,
True.
and it's too bad that they don't like load the stuff from the heaviest from the front or the lightest from from the front of the trailer to the heaviest in the back. Because if that was the case, then you could move the lighter stuff to the end when you get down to your last couple of pallets or whatever. Then you could use something like like your tractor that has forklifts on it, but it will
Yeah.
you can only load up to 800 pounds on it. You can't go over 800 pounds. That's the only thing. Hello, Fish in the Mid South. Nice to see you. Cindy's kind of in and out. She'll probably be back in just a few minutes. How are things with you? We're sitting here talking about how to go from how to start in the wholesaling business by buying the overstock pallets and gaylords and stuff like that in store. I say that to everybody. I'm nice to everybody. But that's what we're basically the topic of the day is. How people can get into the wholesaling business. And what I got to do to finish setting up to get ready for it. Always trying something new. It makes it sound like you're a little stinker. Not even your mom says that to you. Can't help but to laugh at that. Mm. Trying to explain to George what I'm going to be doing. Just in case George decides to move up here and live on my land. Then he'll have a job. And he might aren't we all? I'm weird as weird can be. I'm not everybody's cup of tea either. That's okay. I'd rather just be me than be like everybody else. George, gotta watch out for George. He is a stinker. George is
Me?
definitely an acquired taste. Yeah, you're a pain in the tuchus, George.
No. I'm not a stinker. That's Leon that's the
Yes, you
stinker.
are.
Uh-uh.
It's,
Me
it's
nice
not good to
guy.
talk about Leon. Leon went to bed.
Hey, if he's
Yeah,
in
kind
bed,
of like,
well, then he's fair game then.
oh, George, always picking on freaking Leon.
Hey, might as well, because ain't nothing else to do. Can't pick on nobody else. They always defend themselves, which ain't fair.
Yeah, Georgia, if I get my hands on that trailer we could use for a dock. Dad said, why don't we try to find an enclosed semi trailer for sale so all the stuff can be offloaded and straight into it. And then I don't want to talk to Georgia. Goodbye. Anyway, um, that way, George, you can work until you're tired and call it a day. And instead of saying, well, good Lord, I still have 8 pallets to put up, you just close the doors on it and lock it up for the night. And then start again the next day.
Yeah.
I think he's right. That makes more sense. And I'd go one step further. This Texas heat, I think I would be looking for a refrigerated trailer. Something I could run off of a big generator So while we're doing this, we can at least have air conditioning.
Well, those are they has a
You can
motor
find
on
them.
them. They have
I
a
have to keep an
motor
eye
with
out for
them.
that's a pretty good idea.
Yeah,
But I'd
like I
look
said,
for a
those
flatbed
reefers,
too.
Michelle,
I'd
those
look for a
reefers right there,
flatbed too. Yeah, those
Michelle,
reapers, you can find some of those old reaper trucks, and the reapers still work.
yeah,
What I was thinking, if
they've
you get
actually got
the
they've
trailer
actually,
and you back the other flatbed up to an ass end to ass end, then you've got a loading dock to maneuver around in to go into the other one.
yeah,
That way it gives you room, so you're only pulling out what you're going to work, and then close it off. And I tell you, I'd have to put a whole lot of padlocks on that thing. People are getting desperate out there. I'd hate to think out here in the country in the middle of the night somebody would pop that stuff open and make off with the business. Oh, George, I did find out where to get a lot of grocery store items too. I can buy that stuff by the pallet and the Gaylord as well. Told you I've been busy.
yeah. But like
The
I
only
say
thing
though,
is
some of those reefers right there, they've
that,
actually got the refrigerator unit that has power to it right there in it. Might as well say.
yeah, um, that's the only ones I would buy. That's why I thought
Yeah,
about a reaper truck, because then you could stay cool while you work. And what if I ordered a pallet full of, say, for instance, candles? Well, you're going to have a way to keep those candles from melting in this heat,
yeah.
and you could run a reefer, and it would keep everything cool. And uh, and there's a lot of things that you can't let get too hot because the shop that it would go in would be air conditioned. I mean it. I got to do something with all this solar power I've got. No, 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 not that kind of reefer. Only if you're in the state where you can legally do that. I don't want to go through the headache of the licensing for that stuff. Leon, sweetheart, I thought you went to bed. Gosh, got to keep my eye on you. Got to keep
Him, he
my eye
doesn't even
on
know what
you.
the hell bed is.
I don't think so. I think he goes in and he lays down and he tries to go to sleep because he's tired, but then he hits his second wind and then he's up. He's bouncing off the walls again. Is that what's happening, Leon, honey? I know you came back just because you love the sound of George's voice. Making me jump. Takes a lot to make me jump. You forget, Leon, I'm a sensitive. I've seen a lot of stuff. I experience a lot of stuff, so it takes a lot to make me jump. One time when I go out to do the investigation, I'm just going to have to take you with me, and I'll let you get the bejesus scared out of you. Once we get you to the U.S., I'll say, come on, we're going to go do this. You love my voice? Shoot, my voice gets on people's nerves. Just ask Spencer. I sound a lot better now than I did when George called me. I just woke up. He thought I was sick. Nope, that was my morning voice. It's like, hey, I just woke up. I'm not awake yet. What'd you do? Call me about noon, George, wasn't it?
Something like that, yeah.
I pulled an all nighter doing research. Yeah, I pulled an all nighter doing all this research.
Oh, I can check it right quick. 10:46 a.
Like I said, George, I'll be.
10:46 is when it was, yeah.
I'm definitely going to make a channel. Show people how it's done. Because too many of them, they hide vital. Yeah, George is an old goat. Leon called you an old goat, George.
I know he did. Shit. It better behave
Oh,
or else.
he called you a little turd, Leon. You're a turd.
Like I said, it better behave or else.
Yeah, because when I start this other channel, I'm definitely going to tell people keywords and stuff to search for and how to go about it. You have to check every listing. You do everything that it throws up under that search. Make sure you go to their website and you make sure that you read everything. If it's got um, a phone number, call them. Call that company. Ask what's required. Ask them if they do fixed sales, if they do online, if they do in person, yada yada yada. Is there a minimum? Um, all that stuff. Find out if they cover freight. If they don't, if they know freight companies that do the stuff, and then you can research from what freight company it is, get their freaking phone number, and you can find out what their rates are, stuff like that. Yeah, yeah. And that's what I'm gonna do. This channel right here is basically just this and that, whatever goes on out here at the ranch. It's real random, and but the other one is going to be more specific to the going and if I receive the freight when it's delivered to me, uh, whether you have a bill of lading, which is a manifest, gives you a breakdown, yada yada yada, to the unloading, to the unveiling of what's in there, stuff like that. Right down to the searches to find out what the prices are going to be that you charge. And then when I start the e-commerce store and stuff like that, then I will be able to explain how that's done. Better yet, if I have a dadgummit, Leon, you are not. Wake up, George. You're running out of steam.
I'm just trying to think. I'm just thinking here.
I thought I smelled smoke. Yeah, I thought I smelled smoke, George.
Oh, hush.
Okay, but you're not going to like me when I get quiet. You'll be running the show all by yourself.
Damn
What you thinking about, George?
it. Trying to figure out. Okay, it's on Monday.
I don't read.
Here's when it is. Yeah,
Oh,
that's when my birthday is.
hard to believe today's Thursday.
My half birthday is 28th.
Your
March.
half
That's what I was trying to
birthday.
figure out.
I don't keep up with that stuff. I don't want to get older.
Neither do I half the time.
I'm gonna go in hiding on my birthday.
Sometimes I wish hell I could go hiding
Yeah, it might short circuit it.
completely. But yes. Gotta get out and pay all the damn bills.
Yeah, don't think too hard. You got a lot of bills? Me too. I'll trade bills with you.
No, thank you.
You'd crap yourself if you had my bills. I spend more on dog food, cat food, and cattle feed than I do on my own food.
Huh.
Seriously. Sure do.
Leon,
Yeah. We
up
spend a
your
lot on
poop.
cat food, but it neither is here nor there. It's got to be done. Yep, George. Get this thing going. Hell or high
Yep.
water, this thing's gonna go. All or nothing at this point. All right, Dad, just look at it this way. You're hired. I just gave you a job.
If I could get there, I would.
So there you go. Yep. I'll have to start out with just a couple of employees to begin with. And then the more that I get, the more I can hire.
Yeah.
And that's not a bad thing. I'll have
No.
to think about hiring people like in their mid-20s to up to about 50 years old that's in good health that can help move this stuff around. Because the more I order, the more hands on deck I'm going to need. I mean, if I'm working with, say, for instance, 3 pallets or 4 pallets, yeah, 2 people can do that easily enough. We can take our time without killing ourselves. But when you've got a major stock, say 28 or 50 pallets coming in, that's a little bit much for 2 people to do.
Yeah. Way too damn much. Not like the damn grocery stores when they get their grub.
Oh, yeah. I used to work at a grocery store, and I used to have to help unload those trucks going in and out of those reapers, unloading it from general merchandise to freezer to refrigerated goods. And let me tell you, it fills up a storeroom really quick. And some of those pallets and stuff that you get can be over 7 foot tall.
Yeah.
And I have to take that in consideration. as well. And I'm not just sticking to one type of stuff I'm going to buy either. I'm going to have a whole plethora because I'm trying to work myself up to actually having a brick and mortar store. You know, it's like you go into the dollar store. That's a brick and mortar store. And I want to get to the point where I can have something like that so I can have a receiving area. So instead of having the stuff delivered here, I can have it delivered there. Or I could still have it delivered here, but we'd have to make deliveries to the store because, like I said, I've got to split some of that stuff up between an e-commerce store and the brick and mortar store to the other ways I'm going to be doing it. I'm not just going to rely upon one. It's going to be several different places. So I'll have to split the stock up between all of them. Because I want to get to the point where I can be ordering 2, 3 times a week, 4 times a week, whatever it is, and have the stuff come in. So the stuff is going to be changing all the time. Basically, it's like I told my friend, I want it to be kind of like, I don't know if you've ever gone into a Big Lots. It'll be kind of like Big Lots because
Yeah.
you will have stuff that you'll get in the same all the time because it depends on what company I'm getting it from. And then you'll have your special buys, which is the stuff that's going to come in from the auctions. New stuff that's coming in from the auctions. Those will be your special buys, which you better get it today because there's no guarantee it'll be here tomorrow. And no guarantee I'll get any more back in anytime soon. That kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm working up to. Because we really don't have anything around here that is a store like that other than, Family Dollar and Dollar General. But if you have something bigger than that that offers a whole lot more than that, that would be great. The closest thing you're going to find to a Walmart, but you got to go over 20 miles away to the closest Walmart. Or if you want to go to a superstore, which is a Walmart, and then of course there's a Sam's and all, you'd have to go 50 miles away. I want to be able to put something in around here that all these little small communities around me, yeah, they may have to drive 6 or 8 miles, 7 miles, 10 miles, whatever, but it's more economical for them, more budget friendly, because it's not going
Oh,
to
you
have
mean kind of
like
like a
Walmart
distribution
prices
center?
and crap like that.
You mean kind of like a distribution
Yeah.
center?
Well, no, it's going to be more like a Big Lots. It's a liquidation center. That's what I'm working up towards. Where I get all this stuff and I'll
Yeah.
liquidate a bunch of it because there's only so much of it. And then some of it is going to be all one item or this, that, and the other that I'm ordering to fill up the shelves and have back stock and stuff like that. That's what I'm working on. That's the bigger picture of the whole scheme of things. And so far, everybody's liking that idea, and other people are listening to me about it, and they're like, you know what? I think I can do it too. And they're doing it. Ahead of me, they're doing it, and they're doing great. So Um, I'll get there. I just got a few ducks to line up first before I get there. But I'll get there soon enough. Yeah, I've got a lot more information than a lot of them have because of all the research I've done. Uh, they've got a little bit, and they're taking that little bit and they're running with it. Um, and it hasn't done them wrong yet. Well, imagine what I can do with everything that I've got now. All the writer's cramp that I've had from writing down all this information. I'm spending days doing nothing but write this stuff down. Here we go with the damn ducks again, Leon. It just boils down to I just want to be able to take care of my family and the things I need to do. And if this is what I got to do, then this is what I'm going to do. And maybe I can help somebody else along the freaking way. Or maybe a lot of people along the way. But yeah, that's what I'm doing. Getting a little bit excited about it because I can just taste it. But I have to be patient. Leon, what's up with the unicorns and the lions? Yeah. Yeah, I said I was going to go to the 2 hour mark, but goodness gracious.
Yeah, 16 minutes after, girl.
Do what?
17 after.
Yeah, I'm 2 hours and 16 minutes, but that happens. I'm not worried. I don't come on very often, so I'm not worried about running out of time because I don't come on very often.
Yeah.
And this one was a spur of the moment. I was talking to George, and I was like, you know what? I should go live. So I went live. I don't plan anything anymore. Not when it comes to YouTube. I plan on going live at night several times, but my exhaustion tells me something else. I'll fall asleep. And then my habit's been waking up of a morning and then immediately going to research or this, that, and the other, and then it eats up an entire day. And then today I didn't do that. Today I said I'm going to spend the day with all of my. I'm a unicorn and you're the lion. Wow. No, I don't want to talk to you, classic firearms. Go away. But I'll probably have to just do these surprise pop-ups from time to time before I get started in what I'm doing. Heck, I may even just take the day off today. Rest my brain a little bit. You don't know what it takes out of you, George, when you're doing nothing but on the computer, doing nothing but trace stuffing down all day long. All the way up to 1, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning.
Not me. I haven't
Well,
been
you
up.
do know that elephants are smart. So you're telling George he's smart. I'm a unicorn, Leon's a lion, and you're an elephant, George.
Is that what that is? Looks like a bear. I really can't tell what that is. Can't see it too clear.
Well, it's either an well, it's got hair on the neck. I'd almost say that's a mastodon. But
Uh-huh.
if it's a mastodon, he's calling you prehistoric. If it's an elephant, he's calling you smart. Yeah, you really can't see the hair up here, but on my cell phone, you can see the hair like on the neck and the head. That's a mastodon.
Leon, you really want to know what you are? I'll tell you. You're a fluke.
Leon, you're being a turd. And you know what happens with turds? We flush them.
No, he is a flirt. You know what a flirt is? No, not a flirt. I should say a fluke. You know what a fluke is, Michelle?
You're breaking up. I can't really tell you what it is because I can't understand it. A
I said,
fluke
do you know
or a fluke?
a flirt? Shit.
A
A fluke.
fart.
No, a fluke. FLOOP. You know what that means?
No.
He's a funny little poop.
Oh,
So it's a flirt.
poor Leon. Leon's a sweetheart. Be nice, George.
Well, maybe it could be. Don't know for sure yet, Leon.
Yeah. Oh, let me get repositioned over here. I don't know what I'm doing. We're just talking about anything today, Leon. Already talked about what I wanted to talk about. And George is just along for the ride.
Yeah.
I'm trying to tell George if I can run across a trailer or something, trailer house or something I can have out here and set. If George ever changes his mind and wants to get out of hell, he can come
You
over
know what?
here
Out
and
of
have a
hell?
place to live.
Uh, snow tanks. One hill, it's another hill. Snow tanks.
Yeah, but you're in hell. You're out there in the desert. You can't
Yeah.
even walk near your front door without melting to the ground.
Ow.
He needs to be up here where people can watch out for him and keep him out of trouble.
That's no
Don't
fun. Damn. You're not my fun, huh?
George. George. George in the
What?
jungle. Watch out for that cactus.
What?
You heard me. Watch out for that cactus. St. Jude Research Hospital.
Yeah.
I wonder where that notepad came from. Okay. George, I don't think he wants to move to Iceland.
Oh, hell no.
George, Iceland is lush and green. Greenland is a frozen tundra.
That's right.
Just thought I'd let you know. So I didn't want you to say hell no before you stopped for a second and said, wait a second, Iceland ain't so bad.
No, I know what
It's
one
Greenland.
is switch. I know what you switch there.
Oh man.
I think a peon knows what it is.
I think Leon does. Leon's smarter than he gives himself credit for.
Sometimes maybe it could be, don't know for sure yet.
I don't know. Sometimes if he needs to know something, he'll ask Miss Sarah. And Miss Sarah will tell him sometimes. She sure is a sweet lady.
Yeah.
She puts up with a lot of crap off of Leon. She'd have to be an angel.
That's true.
George, we need to buy Miss Sarah a bullwhip so she can really keep Leon in line. She could lay in bed and whack his bottom from there.
Nah. Depends on what. It just uh depends on what size bullwhip you're talking about.
Well, I'm just talking about a bullwhip. I'm not talking about a cat o' nine.
No. I mean, how far
No,
along?
you're not.
How long do you want the
Would
damn
not
thing?
use that.
You want a 12-foot black snake, or do you want a
I don't know.
12-foot whippersnapper?
I don't know. Usually she's across the room from him, so she probably need a long one. I know. We'll get her a dart gun, a blowgun. Poor Leon. He'd look like a dartboard by the time she was done with him.
Now, Leon, you've got it backwards there. Iceland is all green. It's Greenland.
Yes. Green and
It
lush.
does not have very much green on it.
It's ice.
Yeah, it's
No,
all the rest
it's
of it is
ice
all
and snow.
glaciers.
Yeah. Make me, Leon. What are you going to do? Come over here and knock on the door? No. You want me to stop it because you don't want me to give Miss Sarah some ideas.
You know,
You know we're just picking on you, Leon. Okay, hun. I don't want any harm to come to you, Leon.
Michelle, instead of a black snake, instead of a bullwhip or a blowgun, maybe what she needs is that dart gun.
Well, they may not be able to have a gun. That's why I said a blowgun. You got to remember
Well,
where he's
one
at.
of those dart guns, in case you
Not
start.
anybody can. Not just anybody can own a gun there.
Well, like I said,
So
every time I tell he
I'm
bends
liking her.
over and grabs something like from off the ground, and he bends straight over, splack, catch him right square in the butt with that bird dart.
Poor Leon.
I know I should be nice to
She
Leon,
needs a
but
beanbag.
why?
She needs a
You
beanbag
let me
gun.
nice to that snot. Oh,
No, what she needs is to get some water balloons and a launcher. Get him with water balloons. We don't want him hurt.
just get him wet and stuff him in a freezer
Yeah,
there.
he'd be wet.
Like I said, just stuff him in a
That's
freezer.
okay. I don't know. He gets pretty hot there on him sometimes. He'd probably like being in the freezer for a while. He'd probably move a recliner and a television in there and just chillax.
Yeah, he probably would. A little float. South Pole, snow tanks, I'll pass.
It's cold there.
Too damn cold.
It's cold there. Right. That's why I always laugh at Christmas when they're saying Santa Claus lives at the North Pole. Santa Claus lives in a freaking tropical area. Okie dokie. cracks me up how they call things. I'm like, wow. They don't even teach that stuff in school hardly anymore.
I know where they're going to send Leon to.
You got kids walking around here that you got kids nowadays that walk around would actually think that the South Pole was hot and the North Pole was cold. No, it's not. It's opposite, just like Iceland and Greenland. They don't teach that in school much anymore. And then when you try to tell the kids nowadays about it, they think you're nuts. Wow. But it's okay. I know the difference, and that's all that counts.
Yeah.
George, we've been talking for 2 hours and 30 minutes.
I know, 2.5 hours. Jeez.
Yeah. And George is just hanging around. I mean, not George. Leon's just hanging around, being a stinker.
That's not new for Itch. It's always been a stinker.
It's all right. I don't mind. Leon's a nice guy. I remember the first time I went into Leon's and I was joking around. I think it was with you, George. I was joking around, and Leon got on to me. I was laughing. I'm like, Leon doesn't know me.
Uh
Are you calling George a lady?
huh.
Well, good night, Leon. Get some sleep, hun. I'll
Yeah,
try
boy,
to
you better
go
get some sleep.
live in the middle of the afternoon
You'll be in
so you can
trouble.
catch me again, Leon. Leon's not in trouble.
He will be. He doesn't behave himself.
Leon doesn't do anything. Like you said, there's no fun in behaving.
Ain't that bloody well true?
He has fun. He's just having fun. He's not being harmful, so I don't care. Hi, Speedy. Are you awake again? Yeah, you do. Yep, I got scolded by Leon. I was like, wow. That's okay. Now he knows. He knows I'm not a mean person, and I don't do anything to anybody. Now he loves me. It's all right, Leon. I forgave you as soon as you did it. Yeah, you go on. You go to bed, Leon. You need some sleep, hon. You already said that you're pretty tired.
Get your butt into that bed, boy.
I won't go out. The girls can go out. They probably need to go out to use the restroom. Angel, go outside. Good girl. We love you too, Leon. You're a very special person to all of us, Leon. Oh. That's why I basically did a pop up. Everybody keeps wondering what happened to me and where I've been and why I haven't been live. So figured I'd come on today and kind of let everybody know I'm doing just fine. Blowing and a going and doing what needs to be done. Love you, Leon. Get some sleep, hon. Give Miss Sarah a hug and kiss for me. We'll
I'll
talk to
talk
you
to you
later.
later, boy.
Yeah. So, here shortly, I've got to go outside. I got work to do. I'm going to have to go out and feed the cows and water the cows and take care of the other animals, and that usually takes a while. So I'm not going to be on here much longer myself. Besides that, the old man should be home pretty quickly. And then it's going to be too noisy to broadcast because he talks all the time and you can't hear over him. He's got that big booming voice and gets on my nerves. But um, I, I put my chores off long enough. Now it's time to go do my chores, and I got to make some supper. He'll come home hungry. He's always hungry.
What, don't
So,
they feed him there?
do what, George?
I said, what, don't they feed him there?
Well, yeah, they do, but sometimes it's so busy that he doesn't have time to really sit down and eat. So, from 8 o'clock all the way up to 4 o'clock, it's nonstop running. Sometimes he doesn't even really get a lunch break. So, when he comes home, he's usually, first thing he wants is a glass of iced tea and something to eat. So I gotta get his tea made. He drinks it by the gallon. So I gotta go feed the animals and then come in and get started. So I'm probably gonna cut this short here in a couple minutes and go do what I gotta do so my cows can go and get in their bed spot for the night after they're finished eating it. It'll be getting dark then. And I'll try to pop back on again. I'll probably be back up on probably Saturday. Because I plan on taking it easy on Saturday so I can at least come on for a couple hours on Saturday.
Yeah.
My usual day. And if I keep to about 2.5 hours, I can come on, like, say, I can pop on during the week and then I can come on again on my usual Saturday. And that way I'm not completely off grid anymore.
Yep.
Because I popped into a channel and everybody in there was worried about me, and I was the subject on that channel, and I was like, hey, I'm here. Hello.
I've just been trying to haunt
like,
you too
what the
much.
hell? Where have you been? So, yeah, I'm gonna cut it short here. I wanna get out there and hurry up and get that stuff done. Because it's gonna be a hot booger when I go out there, and I'm just gonna want to come in and cool off after that for a little bit. And I gotta start supper. Unless he brings supper home, which sometimes he does. But if not, he may be getting burritos tonight. Or tacos. I hadn't made up my mind which one he's going to get tonight. But it ain't going to be anything complex. But I got to feed my 80-year-old father too. So I got to get this done. I got to get him fed.
Yeah.
So,
oh, God.
If I don't see you between now and Saturday, I'll see y'all Saturday. I'll
Okay.
try to go. I don't know. Probably I want to try to go about 9 or 10 o'clock Saturday night.
Okay. Well,
Um,
I'll see you then.
because 11 sometimes. All right. Well, thanks for coming in, George.
Okay,
It's
girl.
always
You take
good to
care.
have you up, hon.
Okay.
Thank you.
Take care, y'all.
You too.
Okay, night. Bye.
Thank you, everyone, for coming in. Bye bye, George. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to call this. I've got a herd of cattle that I need to go out there and feed, and I got to get a few chores done before it gets dark. I will be back Saturday. So, and then I'm going to try to pop on sometime during the week. So hopefully I'll catch some more of you then. I'll talk to y'all later. Thanks for coming in. Bye, y'all.